do other important things that the country wants them to do. So why is it that they don't have access to potable water? I mean, the water that we use for other purposes, not for drinking, they use it for drinking.
Thank you very much, Mohammed Kayaba, for being with us. We'll try and get a hold of your DCE next week to hear exactly what they've been doing to solve this problem. And thank you at home for joining us for this segment of Hello, Mr. President. It's really important that we solve problems in all communities in the country, not just in the major cities that we can all see. My name is Jifa Ekia Ametam.
And I'm David Kweku Sechi. If you missed any of the segments of our show, kindly go over to YouTube. We have it nicely packaged there on CityTube. Subscribe and don't forget to click on the notification button so you can get all the new videos as they drop on YouTube. We'll be right back, and sometime tomorrow morning by 7:30 a.m. Please join us again. Keep watching Citi TV.
Citi TV is live on DSTV. Go to channel 363. On GoTV, access Citi TV on channel 182. On a digital TV, please press the menu button on the remote control and run a new search on your TV. Take note that without an antenna, you cannot access Citi TV on your television. Citi TV can be accessed on a free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and StarTimes box. Citi TV, it's your world.
This is VOA Africa.
Hello, I'm Esther Gidu-Ewart. It's Tuesday, November 10th. This is Africa 54. Due to the global outbreak of COVID-19, Voice of America is taking every necessary precaution to safeguard its employees. So our broadcast will look a little different today and in the near future as we, out of an abundance of caution, reduce our staffing at VOA headquarters here in Washington. We're working to help keep you informed about what's going on, and we appreciate you staying with us on Africa 54. The fighting in Ethiopia's Tigray and Amhara regions continues Tuesday. Trucks packed with armed militia and pickups mounted with machine guns are rushing to the front line of a conflict some fear could escalate into a full-blown civil war. David Doyle has this update.
Hundreds have died in an escalating conflict in Ethiopia's northern Tigray region, sources on the government side said on Monday. Even as Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed sought to reassure the world that his country was not sliding into civil war. Abiy launched a military offensive in Tigray after accusing regional forces of attacking a federal military base in the town of Dansha. There on Monday, gold miner Meseret Zinabu recalled hearing the attack.
On that day, we could hear a lot of gunfire. The whole village panicked. But thanks to Amhara Regional Special Forces and the militiamen, They were able to save a lot of lives of the National Defense Forces.
A senior diplomat said Abiy had fallen back on support from Tigray's neighboring Amhara after parts of the military's northern command went over to Tigrayan control. Reuters journalists traveling in Tigray and Amhara saw trucks packed with armed militia and pickups with mounted machine guns rushing to the front line in support of the federal government. A military official said clashes near the Tigray-Amhara border had killed nearly 500 Tigrayan fighters. 3 security sources said the Ethiopian army had also lost hundreds in the original battle in Dansha. Tigrayans dominated Ethiopian politics before Abiy came to power, after rebels from the ethnic group toppled Marxist military rule in 1991. That guerrilla conflict and a war with neighboring Eritrea have left the region's forces battle-hardened. Including militia allies, they number up to 250,000 and possess significant hardware, according to experts. The conflict threatens to destabilize Africa's second most populous nation, but on Monday Abiy sought to ease concerns, tweeting that our rule of law operation is aimed at guaranteeing peace and stability.
David Doyle of Reuters with that report. The United Nations talks on Libya's future are underway Tuesday in Tunisia. The discussions that opened Monday are aimed at ending nearly a decade of chaos and bloodshed by arranging elections. But obstacles remain despite progress in cementing last month's ceasefire. Acting UN Libya envoy Stephanie Williams is describing it as the best opportunity in 6 years to end the turmoil and warfare that have plagued the North African oil exporting country since 2011. The talks held among 75 participants chosen by the UN to represent an array of political viewpoints, regional interests, and social groups come as the main warring sides discuss how to implement a truce they agreed to in Geneva. Libya has been split since 2014 between rival factions in the west, held by the internationally recognized Government of National Accord, and the east, home to Khalifa Haftar's Libyan National Army. Ivory Coast President Alassane Ouattara has won a third term with 94% of the vote. Final results showed Monday after an election that opposition parties boycotted and dismissed as illegal. Main opposition figures are facing criminal charges after denouncing the October 31st vote and creating a rival government in protest. Ouattara, however, signaled Monday evening that he was open to dialogue with the opposition to enable calm to return to the world's top cocoa-growing nation following violent protests before and after the election. Ouattara has invited former President Henri Konan Bedi for a meeting in the coming days. Bedi has sided with the opposition in boycotting the election and forming a parallel government. 6 Nigerians are facing prison terms of 10 years to life after a federal appeals court in the United Arab Emirates upheld their convictions for funding the terrorist group Boko Haram. According to the Daily Trust newspaper, the accused were initially tried and convicted last year following their